if you're in the discovery process, just trying to figure out what is it going to take to make this happen, typically if you have proof of income, which I believe you do, and you have a down payment, which is a trade worth a certain amount of cash and or cash. So $1,000 down is a starting point with our no hassle loan with a smaller balance for a shorter term. And that's usually like $7,000 or $8,000 or less. And then if we want to try to get more money than that, like up to $10,000, you may need $1,500 down. And then, more money than that would obviously require more money. But we don't want to set you up to fail. So we have to put a payment together that's, no more than like $325. And that would be a basic 4-door car. The SUV, if you're looking for an SUV and the income is, unless it proves higher, we probably should just stick with the no hassle loan, which is a smaller balance, just because to keep the payment lower. So in this scenario, I'm talking by yourself as an individual, with the income, that you're presenting. I would say we're talking like $5,000 or $6,000 even to keep the payment, closer to $300. But if we want to go for more money than that, maybe try for $1,500. It starts with the down payment. I don't know if you have money now, if you're ready. We do need to work off of inventory that's at the time that you're ready. So because it changes when they sell, 500 or 600 cars a month. If you need it a couple weeks, or you're going to get tax money, or, some money coming in, or if you're ready now, we could go to the next step. So the next step would be picking out some vehicles in those parameters that I was just describing to you on Thursday. So we could start with a 5,000 or 6,000, or, go to the website. I can send you the link. And are you ready with at least 1,000 then? Because when it's $1,000 down, you got to have a lot of flexibility. Okay, good. Because we have a lot of inventory, and that makes a difference too. So there's lots of vehicles for us to look at. So I typically ask you to just pick me out, 1 or 2 or 3 different vehicles if you can. Then, give me your top 3 picks if you can do that. Because then I have to go to the next step, which is knock down the door of the book value at the bank. I got to get the bank on board, and if it's got a weak book value, the bank won't be on board. So sometimes if a customer sends me 2 or 3 stock numbers, there might be 1 or 2 of them that might not work, and just 1 of them will work. Usually I can get 1 of them to work. Sometimes I got to go up to 4 or 5 cars to find the one that will work with 1,000 down. So it also depends on how you score. Like, I don't know what your last card credit was, but they may end up coming back saying you need a little bit more money too. It just depends once I start doing the updating. But I'm looking for a car that has a really good, strong book value is what I'm looking for, just so you know. And that way, when I present it to the bank, the light stays green, because that's what we need. The $1,000 that you're bringing, it pretty much is going to just cover tax, title, license, and doc fee, right? So, I have to make sure that I'm not asking them for a $5,000 loan on a $3,000 car. Like, that's just not going to work, right? So I got to make sure that what we're asking for is worth to them. That's the formula. So once we get past that step, then I go to the next step, which is getting the dealer to take the deal. They're very aggressive in taking deals. So, usually when I bring them a deal, they know how many doors I've already knocked down to get that far. So they will definitely consider all deals, and I bring a lot of deals together for customers. So, and what I mean by that is the bank tells me what to do. I don't tell them. If the credit's below 600, there's going to be some kind of a holdback fee. The fee is something they offset their losses with on the riskier loans. So they're going to hold back from the dealer, as an example. If the vehicle is $5,000 financing, and then, the fees $800, they're only going to net the dealer a check for $4,200, and that's got to include tax, title, license, doc fee, minus the down payment. All this makes sense, right? So I figured you're smart. I like to explain this stuff so a customer understands why flexibility is necessary, but having access to a lot of cars does help a lot too. So the next step, if you're ready, if it's Thursday, 1 week from today's Thursday, 1 week from today, you'll be ready, right? All right, so I would say probably Tuesday, if you can, Monday evening, Tuesday morning, I can start working on it. Mondays are really tough for me because I get really bottled up with a big onslaught from the weekend, right? So Tuesday morning I should, or sometime Tuesday I'll start getting the ball rolling in the right direction. And then by Wednesday we'll have the deal married. So like when I married the deal between you, the bank, and the dealer, so all three of you are smiling, the payment, the loan's in place, the dealer took the deal. There's nothing left to do but test drive and 20 minutes of paperwork. Like you and I are, and if you don't like the car, that's okay. Like the least of my worries is the car. I know that they're mechanically safe. I know the inspections. I know we have 22 franchises. We've been in business 160 years. I've been here 11 years. I don't have any problems with customers calling me back on the quality of the vehicles. We get rid of vehicles that we think we're going to have problems with. Those vehicles are not on our lot. So we feel pretty confident that you test drive, you like it. We have a little paperwork. You leave with the car. It's really, really quick, and when you're at the dealership, gets done pretty quick at that point. So we'll plan for Thursdays what you're hoping for. Do be ready with insurance quotes saved on the side of so you know who you're. I always ask the customer to please try to make sure you have a plan in place for that, because sometimes it could take an hour, and I don't want people sitting around at the dealership waiting you to figure out insurance plan. You could take any VIN number off of our website, and you can shop around, take the time to do that too, so that this place is going to give it for me for $120. I can activate the policy, because they're not going to let you leave the dealer unless I send them the proof of insurance. So, and then I'll need your pay stub too, and a few other little things. But we'll get through those things as we get closer, to really start moving on this. When you're going to be ready. But do feel free to start looking at the inventory online. I'll send you a text to the website. And I work for all 7 of his stores. So please don't inquire with any particular unit at a store through the website, because then it will just get some random salesperson calling you, and they're not marrying the deal, okay? They're not bringing the credit together, so they're not really going to do anything except toss you keys and let you look at it and throw the plates on it, right? So just try not to inquire. Just send me the wish list to this phone. Like, here's my 2, 3, or here's what I'd consider. If you can do more money down, it does open the door. So if you find a way, if somebody helps you out and gives you $1,500 down, it will open the doors for you. They'll be different. There'll be more than one bank competing then, and then the offers will be different. So try to think about that too. But I'm willing to explore with 1,000 to see what we can produce. Yeah, and like I said, we'll get the hard work done first. This way, there's nothing stopping the deal. You can run out the door as fast as you can. And I answer till 8. If there's questions, call me back. But meanwhile, just stay focused on the money down. Make sure you're ready with the plan with insurance. Try to text me some pictures of a pay stub or 2, and then send me that wish list of vehicles by Tuesday. Keep your eye on it, because Monday there'll be some other vehicles on there from the weekend, because it's changing. So just keep your eye on the inventory. And I'll text you the link too. Sound good? All right, Elizabeth. Talk to you later. Bye.